Hi guys, this is the reading for September 18th to September 25th. It's going to be 8 days instead of the 7 because of a travel thing that I have going on. We're going to do the jumping cards by Lord Raphael, and then we're going to do another deck. This time I chose the Saints and Angels by D.Virtue. Okay, here we go. For the beginning of the week for the theme, we got Unconditional Joy, and it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me appreciate everything that makes me happy right now. And the corresponding card says love, and it says God. So it feels like maybe you're trying to solve some situations by yourself, and then basically the angels are saying, you know, you can solve it better by giving it to us and asking for some help, including everything. And everything in your life is God. Every message, every situation, it's meant to teach you something, or you're meant to learn something, or you're meant to teach somebody something, as much as it can be very frustrating. And believe me, I understand. You have my sympathy on that. Because it can be draining and tiring, but it just seems to me like I keep hearing this from people, and I keep going through the same thing myself, that sometimes I'll deal with somebody who seems quite immature or almost annoying, and it just seems like they're there so that I'm supposed to teach them how to be nice or more mature or more patient. And to be quite honest, it's just a lot of work on my part. But their point is that if you ask for God's help and you see God in them, there's possibility for more joy, solutions happen quicker. And since this deck is a bit more trickier, hold on one second. I'm just going to see if there's anything else that I'm forgetting to mention. The gratitude. The gratitude issue is very important with this card. Please be grateful for all the wonderful things you have. And if you're contemplating a special decision, they're saying regarding family, it feels like. They're saying regarding children, possibly adopting one or caring for one temporarily. It sounds like some people are having family issues or friend issues, and they're offering to help out. It will have a positive outcome, so you can feel good about helping because it will go smoother than you think. Okay, let's look at the middle of the week. Hold on a second. Okay. It's Easy Does It and Safe Travel, which is kind of funny that we got that card this week. I just think that's really interesting. So it says Easy Does It, and it has an angel holding a baby, and it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me detach, retreat, and let go so the healing can occur. And then, of course, we have St. Christopher, who's, of course, holding the baby that most people now know is Jesus in that famous story where St. Christopher kept sinking almost, and then he asked the child finally, who are you? And the child said, I'm baby Jesus. And then it says St. Christopher at the bottom. There's a couple of things with these two cards. One is, you're dealing with a stressful person, and they're basically saying let go of the situation so some healing can occur. You know, don't try to take it on all yourself. Some of this is the other person's baggage or their lesson or their life. You know, it's not your responsibility to fix everything. If you're trying to, of course, make something blossom beautifully, whether it's a relationship or a project, or you're just wanting a certain thing to manifest, they're just saying, you know, slow steps, and it's actually coming along. They're just saying Easy Does It is a much better attitude. And lastly, of course, sobriety. They're saying that if you are struggling with drinking too much or possibly thinking about drugs because things are so stressful, please reconsider. That's the message I'm hearing. With the safe travel, there's a number of people who are traveling for, it feels like, some unexpected things. They're just saying that you'll be safe and you'll be cared for. They're just asking you to call upon the saints and the angels and anyone else that you believe in just to have the extra help and support because they are there for you. Okay, and then on the last part of the week, and I realize the 25th is Sunday, so I may not be back until Sunday. We've got, alright, I'm going to move this over. Okay. There we go. We got Consult a Nutritionist, and it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, I turn my eating over to you, and I ask you to guide me to foods and beverages that taste good, are fulfilling, and support my ideal health and weight. And then we also have Optimism, and it says Guardian Angel. And it has a beautiful angel with a beautiful staircase that leads up to heaven. And that's kind of the message. Eating is an issue for some people. They've put on some weight because of the stress, and they're wanting to know how to possibly lose it. If you can ask the angels or God to help, guide your choices, or to lose your bad cravings, that's very helpful. If you bless your food and pray over it, that's wonderful. This feels like a message to drink more water. They're also just saying if you like juice, make sure you drink very little juice and then dilute it with lots of water because of the sugar factor. And they're also saying a resource. Somebody may get a resource that might help them with eating. And everybody's eating has to be different because everybody's, temperament and body types are different. So they're saying you might want to muscle test or use a pendulum to figure out which foods would help you lose weight or maintain your weight or help you just be healthy. With the Optimism, this feels like you have good news regarding health, which is the good thing. The other thing too is for those of you in a new situation with a new person or a new opportunity, there's a lot of good hope that this is very promising. This person will be someone who you can rely on and who is someone that they consider very trustworthy. So it feels like anybody who meets something new towards the end of the week, it has a very good feeling to it. And that was our week. So it's been a very interesting week. It talks about gratitude. It talks about not forcing issues and maybe facing some sobriety issues, some safe travel, and then eating resources. And then it also talks about a new element that comes in that's quite a blessing. It sounds like it's just wonderful in some wonderful way. So that's our week. I really hope it is a lot easier and even though for me, I'm going to be in a very hectic mode for the next 2 weeks. If the readings are up late, I may not have access to a computer or the webcam. So if it is a day or two late, please understand that it's not that I don't care. It's just I suddenly have some things that have come up and I have to be out of town. I'm wishing and praying for your success and happiness. The angels and guides are wishing you the best. They're supporting you. They're loving you. God and the angels, of course, shower you with love, attention, and gifts. And I will see you next week.